Hello everyone, welcome to the Sushil Tech Diaries. So today in our designing data intensive application series, we will talk about reliable, scalable and maintainable application. In this video, we'll learn about fundamental ways of thinking about designing data intensive application by talking in detail about reliability, scalability and maintainability. Let's discuss each of them in details. So first we will be learn about the reliability. Reliability means making system work correctly even when the fault occurs. Let's understand this concept with the help of an example. Say you have a web application through which an user is interacting with, and there are data center which stores and process the user request. So in this case, you have a four data center 1, data center 2, data center 3, and there is standby server. Now, out of these four data center, one is not available due to any reason. But the end user request will be served by the application with the help of the other data centers. So your application is reliable. Fault could be in software, hardware due to human error. Fault tolerant technique can be used in application which can hide certain types of error from the end user. Let's understand the difference between the fault and the failure. Fault is defined as one component of the system deviating from its specs, whereas the failure is when the system as a whole stops providing the required service to the user. So in the previous example, if you see your web application is working properly, whenever there's a failure happen on your standby server, that same request will be served by the data centers which is behind your load balancers. So this system is reliable and the fault is happening in the standby server. But let's say due to some reason the all the data centers is not reachable. So whenever the end user is making a request to your web application, they will get 404. So at that time the fault will be converted into the failure. So some of the errors could lead to a fault in a system. Let's talk about them. First, we will talk about the hardware error. RAM, whenever there's a RAM become faulty, hardware crash is there, power grid failure is there. So these kind of errors could lead to a fault in the system. What could be the solution for that? Well, the redundancy to the hardware, dual power supply, hot swappage of CPU. These are a few solutions for that. Apart from that, there's a move towards handling some of this hardware error in the software fault tolerance. Cloud platforms such as the AWS are designed to prioritize flexibility and elasticity over single machine reliability. So let's talk about the software errors. So software could be the cascading failures. So let's say if there is a error in some one module, it could be cascaded to the other modules as well. If that other module is dependent on the result, what's the previous module is producing. Other thing is correlation across the nodes, shared resource used up by the runaway process. So basically what this the last point mean is whenever you have a process which is exited due to some fault and it is using some shared resource which the other process who are currently running the system are using it, at that time those running process may also affect with that. So these all are come under the software errors which could lead to the fault in your system. So what could be the solution for that? Well, process isolation, monitoring and analysis, thorough testing, careful thinking about assumption and the interaction in the system that you are making during your system designing. That's a very important. Now let's talk about the human error. With best intention, human mistakes can be made. Well, what's the solution for that? First of all, thorough testing at all the level, well-designed abstraction, incremental deployment, quick rollback mechanism. These are the few fault tolerance mechanism in case of the human error, which prevent from making human error into the fault. So now let's talk about the scalability. So scalability means system ability to cope with the increase in load. Let's understand this with an example. So let's say your application is running on a server and the user can access your application over the internet using desktop, laptop, or the mobile phone. In the initial days, your application has the very limited number of users. But as your application got popular, the number of users accessing your application will got increase. So if the system grows, what are our options for coping with the growth? How can we add computing resource to handle additional load? These all kind of system related questions being answered in the scalability. For the scalability, we have two parameters. One is load and the other is performance. So let's first talk about the load. The system load can be best described using the load parameters. The choice of load parameter depends on the architecture of the system, like requests per second to web application, ratio to read and write in a database, number of active users in a chat room, etc. So once you describe the load on your system, you can now focus on what happened when the load increase. There are two ways to look into this. When you increase a load parameter and keep the system resource like memory, CPU, network bandwidth unchanged, how is the performance of your system impacted? Second one, when you increase the load parameters, how much do you need to increase the resource if you want to keep the performance unchanged? In online systems, service response time is important. Well, response time is defined as the time between the client sending a request and receiving a response. High percentile of response time in an online system is known as tail latency. So you can see in case of big billion day sales or festive season sales in online e-commerce website, there is a delay when you loading any application because there are a lot of people are trying to access the website. So at the time the tail latency is more. Basically the response time is more. So now what are our options to cope up with the load? So there are different approaches for cope up with the loads. How to cope up with load is totally depend on the business uses. In order to cope up with load, we usually use two approaches. Vertical scaling, which means moving to more powerful machines, as you see on your left hand side, and a horizontal scaling means distributing the load across the multiple machines. Currently, many companies using pragmatic mixture of both vertical and the horizontal scaling. Some systems are elastic, means they can automatically scale up as per the load increase. The system with highly unpredictable load uses elastic approach, while other uses manual approach to scale up the increase in load. For well-scaled architecture, there will be the load parameter assumption made, which operations are common while which one are rare. So these are the parameters we need to consider during our system design to make our system scalable. Now let's talk about the maintainability. Majority of the cost of a software in its maintenance phase. Bug fixing, keeping system operational, adopting a new platform, etc. Software design should be in such a way that it should minimize the pain of maintenance, which can be achieved with the following three design principles. First one is operationability. You should make your application easy for operational team to keep system running smoothly. Good support for automation, documentation, self-healing, and monitoring system is the way to go for that. Second point is the simplicity. Your application should easily be understandable by the system. Well, you can achieve that by removing the accidental complexity from your application by using a proper abstraction layers. Third point is evolvability. Well, your application should easily be extendable and modifiable as per the business or the system requirement in the future. There is no easy fix for making system reliable, scalable, or maintainable. However, there are different kind of patterns that are keep reappearing in many applications, which we can adopt them as per our application requirements. These pattern we will going to learn in our upcoming videos. If you like the content of this video, hit the like button, and if you are new to this channel, subscribe to this channel. Thank you. See you in my next video.